Alright, it's taken me a minute to get organized this morning, but I want to show you my favorite breakfast from when I was a kid. Mom's breakfast was good, but if I was in charge of breakfast, this is how I did it. And I don't do it this way anymore, but I thought I might show you how I used to make breakfast. First, you need an onion, and the reason these are not chopped and in the freezer already is that I have future plans to make onion rings. In fact, that's why I bought 6 pounds of onions, and I bought the smaller ones because I think they'll be easier to deep fry. But I'm not ready to do that. I'm ready to have some tasty breakfast. Stacey style. So, every breakfast and pretty much every meal always started with an onion. Foods pretty much always started with onions and potatoes unless it was chili. But let's dice this up. And put these in the bowl. So, 1 onion should be plenty for this. If you're feeding a small army, you probably want more than 1 onion. There we go. A nice onion to start off with. I really haven't had a lot of onions or potatoes in years. So I tell you, if there is something I am thankful for today, it is that I have a lot of onions and potatoes. Those are my 2 favorite foods. Potatoes got a bad rap because they're carby. Now I am going to make one change to how I used to do this. I'm going to put some water in the pan. And the reason I'm going to put some water in the pan is because unlike when I was a kid, my bacon is frozen. Now my onions aren't, but my bacon is. My mom would leave that stuff in the fridge because it wouldn't last very long. But my bacon will last a month. And I forgot to shake this yesterday after I did it. This could be interesting. This is my bacon. Let's hope it broke apart. Because I forgot to shake this yesterday. I don't know what my issue was. Ah, there we go. So the onions are in there. I'm going to put a few things of bacon in there. I think that's going to be a big chunk right there, unfortunately. But I'll do what I can. Bacon and 1 more if I can find it. If I can put it out. There we go. Alright, that should be plenty of bacon, and I have a feeling I would have trouble with some of this. I got a big bunch of, big clump at the top, and actually this just ripped. That sucks. These are hefty bags too. Yeah, it's real hefty. So I'm going to go ahead and switch bags since this one ripped. Boy, that is going to be a problem. So I got 1 big chunk, but that might be the only one. Seems like there's always 1 chunk of bacon that doesn't do what I want it to do. Yeah, the rest of this looks good. It did what I wanted. Yeah, there's just 1 big chunk of bacon in the bottom, and I'll just end up cooking that eventually and then rebagging it and freezing it again. But there's usually one giant chunk that wants to be obnoxious. All right, so let's take a look at this, and then I'm going to show you what else I used to do to it. So there it is. We got some bacon on top of some onions, and there's some water in there to prevent it all from burning. Now that's new. I didn't used to do that, but my bacon is frozen. So now I'm going to do something you'll think I'm nuts. I'm going to put some pepper and garlic in here. Pepper. Garlic. There we go. And to speed this up and help the bacon thaw, I'm going to put some foil on top. All right, there we go. So I'm going to let that cook and then I'll be back. Oh my God, does this smell amazing. I can't smell it in my office, which is at the other end of the house. But as I got to the TV room, like the smell just hit me. It's amazing. We have to. I need to take the foil off anyway because the water needs to dissipate. Wow. I gotta wash some utensils. Okay, that is amazing. If you think bacon smells good by itself, you've got to try this. Man, it is like the ultimate food potpourri. Wow, does that smell good? All right. All I did was wash me a little fork. I need a spatula, but I don't need it right this second. And it's finally 31 degrees outside, so I'm not going to drip anything. It's going to get up to 48 today, if you can believe that. It is, I might as well tell you what day it is. It is Monday, March 3rd. My food videos generally run about a week to a week and a half ahead. The food pantry videos are that week. I get the food pantry on Wednesday. You see the video on Saturday. And my posts are that day. So that's kind of, if you're wondering what the schedule is to everything, that's what it is. Food videos take me about a week to get up. The food pantry videos are that week, and then anything I post is like that day. Or yeah, any of the text posts that I post, that happened the day I post it. I'm just getting the bacon separated without having to worry about everything continuing to cook. It's just easier to do it over here. All right, there we go. So now I'm going to show it to you again. The fork is also less obnoxious in the skillet. It doesn't obstruct the view quite as bad. But there it is, so I'm just going to let that cook, and I think I will cut the potatoes right now. And the grocery videos are usually about a week behind too. All right, so there's a potato. I'm almost out of potatoes in this bag. I knew I should have got like 3 bags of potatoes, but no, I didn't do it. That's okay. They have potato sales at the local grocery fairly often. I honestly think that's how they probably move through the majority of their inventory, is through some of these really, really good sales. And they were busy. I was actually out there yesterday, thanks to you guys. And they were actually pretty busy, but seems like they were still struggling with their dates, if you can believe that. Especially the eggs. They were really struggling with the eggs. I'm just going to check a couple of questionable areas. If they look all right, I'm going to cut these as they are. I think it's okay. All right, so I'm going to do this. I mean, if I'm doing this like I was 12, I'm going to show you how I did it when I was 12. I started baking when I was 10. That's why I'm much, much better at baking than I am cooking. I've actually been doing it longer. And I worked as a professional baker while I went to college. That was cool. Probably should have done that for a living. I would have enjoyed that a lot more. Not that I don't enjoy writing, but the baking. This is another passion of mine, is the baking and the cooking. This potato looks pretty good too. I don't see anything wrong with this potato. I'm going to rinse it off again and just slice it the way it is. Okay, let's see if I can... I don't really like slicing them like that, but yeah, a flat surface makes the potato easier. There we go. And slice this one. These potatoes look good. Kind of in shock. First couple of potatoes I pulled out really weren't all that great, but these two are good. I don't even have to peel them. All right, so I'm going to put some water in this because the bacon is still cooking. The water will help prevent these from turning brown. It's not that that's harmful, because literally they'll be sitting on the counter for a couple of minutes. It's just unsightly. All right, so until the bacon and all of that is done, I'm done for the moment, so I'll be back in a few. All right, I am back. This is smelling delicious. Of course, everything is caramelizing on the bottom of the skillet. And that's the thing, no matter what you do with this, it'll probably burn just a little bit. But it is very tasty. All right. So let me show this to you. It's amazing. There it is, onions and bacon. Put some foil on top of this to help the bacon cook a little faster. What you'll notice with this method is that the bacon takes quite a while to cook. But this is almost done. This fork is really, really hot. I just washed the plate again, so it's clean. The knife was put up. I don't think I'm going to cut anything else this morning. It's already almost 10 a.m. I tell you. And I got up early too. I got up about 7 a.m. Should be done here in the next few minutes. It looks excellent. I think everything... You know how there's always just one little bacon that just doesn't seem like it's getting done. That one looks like it needs more time. This one does not need more time. That one's okay. Alright, just got a couple more that need to cook. And then I can put the potatoes in. Alright, the bacon is done. The potatoes are in the skillet, so I'm going to give the potatoes the same treatment that I gave the bacon. I'm going to put a little salt and a little garlic powder on here before I put some foil over the pan. So here's a little pepper. Here's a little garlic. I did put a little extra vegetable oil in this pan because there wasn't really a whole lot of oil left from the bacon. Okay, now I'm going to clean this bowl and we'll do the eggs. All right, my potatoes are looking amazing. They just need a few more minutes. I have to show this to you. I'm going to make some toast. And this table's a little bit dirty. Apparently I didn't get it as clean as I thought last night. So I set my pan on top of my tablet. On top of my tablet. There's only one problem. I went to move the pan and the tablet is stuck to it. The tablet is stuck to the pan. Then I realized that it's a magnetic case. Okay, I thought that was funny. I'm going to wash this again and put some toast in the toaster oven. All right, so my potatoes are done. Check out the color on these things. These are amazing. And the toast is in the toaster oven. That should be done by the time the eggs are done. And I'm just going to pour the eggs straight in on top of everything else. I'm going to move that for a minute. Actually, I am forgetting something. Before I do the eggs, I want to put in some margarine. And I can leave this out. The rest of it will be put on the toast and the eggs. So I want to get some margarine melted in here. All right, that looks good. Now I want to put the eggs in. So I'll show you the eggs. I got to get the spatula. Alright, so here's the eggs in the skillet with all the butter and the goodness from the bacon and onions and all that good stuff. So I'm going to let them cook in all that deliciousness, and I'll be back. Alright, there's a benefit to doing the eggs like this, because instead of the eggs concreting themselves to the bottom of the pan, the potatoes and all of that concreted into the bottom of the pan. That is arguably much easier to clean than eggs. Plus, the eggs are scraping up some of the deliciousness from the bottom of the pan. So I just thought I would point that out. My toast is done. I want to get the toast out pretty quick because I want to put some butter on it real fast so that it can melt. This is why I didn't put the butter back in the fridge like I normally do, because I need to be able to put it on the toast really quick. And then we just do this. Alright, my eggs are just about done, so I want to reheat the bacon. Let it go. Boy, that was good. I need to get some ketchup. I don't have a lot of ketchup left, or mustard. I gotta get some from the food pantry. Alright folks, here it is. Here's the bacon that I just put back in. Probably the eggs are going to cover up the bacon. Boy, 2 jumbo eggs really makes a lot of eggs. Let's do this. Alright. And I am not going to turn off the stove. I'm going to put water in this pan immediately and start boiling it. I got to start the cleaning process on that pan like immediately. So folks, there it is. Isn't that a pile of breakfast? I love these big breakfasts. I don't get them very often. I don't get to eat them very often. I don't have the ingredients. All right, so let's try the eggs. This is a version of my buttery eggs. Those are very, very good. If you don't like eggs, this is the way you need to make your eggs. Potatoes are great. And of course the bacon is 100% amazing. Alright folks, if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I will talk to you later. I'm going to enjoy my super deluxe buttery eggs, bacon, and potatoes with onions. And I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.